Hundreds of questions struck your mind every day, and most of them end up with no answer. There are many things on our planet Earth which you don't know about. Here in Fun with Facts we will cover some curious and interesting facts that will amaze you. In this episode we will cover some mind-boggling geographical facts. So let's start Fun with Facts, Episode 1. The largest rock on the planet is in Australia. Despite its name, Mount Augustus is not a mountain, but world's largest rock, located in the Mount Augustus National Park in Western Australia. It is a prominent rock hill that stands 1,106 meters or 3,629 feet above sea level, or approximately 860 meters or 2,820 feet above the surrounding plain, and its central ridge is almost 5 miles long. Mount Augustus covers an area of around 11,860 acres. It is estimated to be 1.65 billion years old. Mauna Kea is taller than Mount Everest. Mount Everest may be the tallest mountain above sea level, but when it comes to the tallest mountain on Earth, that honor goes to Mauna Kea. Above the sea, Mauna Kea only stands 13,803 feet in height. But when the mountain is measured from its base on the ocean floor, Mauna Kea is the tallest mountain in the world, measuring 10,200 meters or 33,500 feet in height, significantly greater than the elevation of Mount Everest above sea level, which is 8,848 meters or 29,029 feet. The Ethiopian calendar is 7 years behind the rest of the world. While most countries around the world follow the Gregorian calendar, the African nation uses its own. The Ethiopian and Gregorian calendars both uses the birth date of Jesus Christ as a starting point for their calculations, but the Ethiopian calendar is 7 years behind the Gregorian calendar, owing to alternate calculations in determining the date of the Annunciation of the birth of Jesus Christ. The Ethiopian calendar has 13 months in a year, 12 of which have 30 days. The last month, called Pagum, has 5 days, and 6 days in a leap year. So currently they are in year 2012. Trees spread across 107-acre forest share single route. Sweeping across 107 acres of Utah's Fish Lake National Forest and weighing 6,615 tons is one of the world's largest organisms. A forest of some 47,000 genetically identical quaking aspen trees, which all stem from a single root system. The trembling giant or pondo, its name is Latin which means I spread, as the organism is known, has been growing for at least 80,000 years. Iceland is growing 5 centimeters per year. Iceland is one of the youngest landmasses on the planet, and consequently home to some of the world's most active volcanoes. The island owes its existence to a large volcanic fissure in the mid-Atlantic ridge, where the Eurasian and American tectonic plates meet. Even today, the country is growing by about 5 centimeters per year, as it splits wider at the points where two tectonic plates meet. A tectonic plate, also called lithospheric plate, is a massive, irregularly shaped slab of solid rock, generally composed of both continental and oceanic lithosphere. Russia is so big that it's home to 11 time zones. Covering 6.6 million square miles, Russia is the largest country in the world, so it makes sense for its land to spread across multiple time zones. The country spans 11 time zones altogether, which means Russians on one end of the country could be starting their day while Russians on the other end are winding up. There are 3 countries that are completely landlocked by another country. Lesotho, San Marino, and Vatican City are the only countries to be surrounded by just one other country. Lesotho is landlocked within South Africa while San Marino and Vatican City are surrounded by Italy. Australia may be surrounded by water, but it doesn't have the world's longest coastline. Being its own continent and completely surrounded by water, you'd think Australia would easily have the honor of being the country with the longest coastline. However, that title goes to Canada. Canada has 125,567 miles or 202,080 kilometers of coastline, compared to Australia's measly 16,000 miles or 25,760 kilometers. In fact, Australia ranks 7th on the list of the world's longest coastlines, coming in behind Indonesia, Greenland, Russia, Philippines, and Japan. Russia's Trans-Siberian Railway is the longest railway line in the world. With a length of 9,289 kilometers or 5,772 miles, from Moscow to Vladivostok. If you want to take the train across Russia, you'll need to set aside 7 days, as it is the third longest single continuous service in the world, crossing through 8 time zones. The railway crosses Russia's 16 largest rivers, including the Volga, as well as an astonishing 3,901 bridges along 62 miles of bridgework. Distance between Russia and America is less than 5 kilometers. The Bering Strait joins part of Russia and Alaska with 2 islands, Big Diomede and Little Diomede. Big Diomede belongs to Russia, while the Little Diomede belongs to the USA. The distance between them can be crossed in a span of a few hours. Closest point distance between USA and Russia is only 3.8 kilometers. In 1987, a swimmer swam a 4.3 kilometers or 2.7 miles course between the Diomede Islands from Alaska to the Soviet Union in 3.3 degrees Celsius or 37.9 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Till then, stay curious, keep learning.